Hey guys, welcome back to another video. The season finale of Falcon Winter Soldier is finally aired, and I'm going to give you guys my season finale review. I can't believe this show is already over, but I do have a special video for you guys coming out later today where I give my series review with a special guest, so hit the subscribe button and turn notification on so you don't miss whenever that gets uploaded. But without wasting any more time, I want to hop right into it. This video does have spoilers for the season finale of Falcon Winter Soldier, so spoilers ahead. Starting it off, the epic battle in the beginning, it was just awesome. I mean, from the combinations that Sam was doing with the shield and the Falcon wings and all of the other gizmos and gadgets that he had on hand, it was just so much fun to watch. And then obviously we got that new Captain America suit reveal. Shuri did a great job with this one. I mean, I love this suit so much. I love the white contrast. It looked a little bit weird in the red at first, but then it started to get better as he was outside. And then we obviously at a few points we had 100% CGI shots. If you guys don't know what 100% CG means, that it means like the entire scene is CGI. Like none of it is real. It's all made in the computer. That's insane, especially for TV shows in this day and age. I mean, I expect a lot from Marvel and they live up to my expectations. I would say the CGI was slightly iffy at some points during that helicopter scene and when it was cutting back and forth between the helicopter stuff and Bucky stuff. But all of the Bucky fighting with the motorcycle and then him jumping off the motorcycle, fighting the Flag Smashers, having to open the door, US agent was there. All of that kind of stuff was super cool. All the CGI there was super awesome, but it was just some parts of the helicopter scenes that looked a little bit iffy to me. Like I said, we had Bucky saving those hostages and I feel like you could kind of see in his face, he was like, okay, I don't want to let these people die. He's like, I've already killed so many people, I can't let these other people die. And then US agent shows up and for a while I'm like, this man is a good guy. And then we saw in the post-credit scene, obviously he's not the best dude, but I definitely think he's going to be more of an anti-villain. But I'm going to be getting into that and the Thunderbolts, all that kind of stuff later on in this video. US agent comes back with his little janky Captain America shield, which only lasts like a couple of hits. I mean, not a couple, but it lasted a good amount of hits. I mean, I gotta give props to the man. I don't think he's an engineer or anything, but he did a good job with the shield that he made at home. His homemade Captain America non-vibranium, basically aluminum foil shield. The balance between the conflicts and the characters and all of the different aspects of this episode were so balanced out well. Like they did such a good job in balancing the screen time and the impact of all of these characters. Yes, Sam as Captain America was the main premise of the episode, but that we didn't necessarily have to get 100% screen time of him fighting as Captain America. We had that entire speech afterwards, after the entire fight scene, so they showed a little bit more Bucky and US Agent and Kari. So the balance of all that was done really, really well in this episode, and I love the pacing of this episode overall, especially with the amount of stuff that they covered here. Towards the end of the episode, stuff started to feel just slightly rushed, but I don't really care. They got everything done in the episode and everything felt like it came to a good close. Before the battle ends though, US agent is trying to save a truck full of people, and then Kari stops him, and then Sam saves the day, and then I thought we were gonna get like a line that was reminiscent of the first Captain America movie where it's like, this is my Captain America, whatever. But no, he was like, that's Black Falcon, and then the other guy's like, no, that's Captain America. And I was like, yeah, bro, I don't know, the symbol of Captain America has like officially been passed down, at least from the public, not even the government side. And then after this entire truck thing, Batroc causes a disruption, kind of does like a little diversion thing, and then we get Sharon as exposed as the power broker. I called it, guys. I called it like right when Sharon was introduced into the episode, into the show. I called that she was a power broker, and no one believed me. I mean, it's like maybe. No, she was a power broker. I knew it. I called it. It was so obvious in the beginning just because of how like ominous her character was, and like she got such a little screen time in the episodes after she was introduced, and when she was in the episodes, it was so weird and like creepy and eerie. Like it just had to be her. And then we officially had our Sam versus Kari battle. It wasn't really Sam versus Kari, it was more so Sam defending himself against Kari because he didn't want to fight Kari, and then Sharon killed Kari. And okay, the only reason Sharon killed Kari is because she didn't want Kari to say to Sam that she was the power broker. That's literally the only reason she killed her. She killed her for her own good. Sharon is sus, and I'll talk about that more later in this video. But after Sharon kills Kari, I have probably the best moment in the episode that I want to talk about. The part where Falcon basically gives a speech about like the impact of government, inequality, and government corruption, all those kinds of things. personally, I love these topics. I love talking about how corrupt many governments in the world are, especially those like right above our heads. Like there's a lot of issues with the government around the world. Like there's issues with the government like in our own country. There's issues with other governments around the world that affect our country. There's all of these things, and I haven't really mentioned this in any of my other reviews, but the social message in this show overall was really taken to a whole nother level in this episode, especially with the Isaiah Bradley statue near the end of the episode. There was just so much that really culminated together, and the MC really had their message stand out here, and I think. And obviously last episode with that whole conversation with Isaiah Bradley, yes, I love that scene so much. One of my favorite scenes in the entire show. But this speech here and him officially being titled Captain America and saying all this stuff about the country that he represents, that really brings a different tone to the entire topic, specifically inside of the MCU. And then after all of this is done, Bucky makes amends with Yori. Yori doesn't seem to obviously like he cares, but he can't do anything about it anymore. And so Bucky leaves the apartment super sad. I personally feel like that was the most rushed part of the episode. That could have been elongated a lot more, and I would have loved to see a longer, more emotional moment between the two, but it's fine that we didn't get to see it. After that, we move on to Isaiah and Sam in the Smithsonian, where Sam shows him a statue of Isaiah and kind of talking about all of his accomplishments and showing to the public that he is there, he's a figure that needs to be respected, and that just kind of goes into the message overall again that the MCU is trying to convey in this show as a whole. After that, we get the Sam and Bucky cookout. This scene was so good. I loved it, the emotion. It was super fun to watch. I had a good time. And then now moving into the post-credit scene, Sharon is pardoned by the US government, and she's going to use the weapons to do whatever her plan is. It's the power broker. I'm just going to assume it's with the Thunderbolts. Maybe we get a season 2 of the Thunderbolts. Maybe they don't make a whole movie about it and we get a season 2 in the next phase. That would be super cool to see. Captain America and the Winter Soldier, the TV show, that would be super dope. I would love to see that. Overall, this show is phenomenal. I love this show so much. As of right now, I'm gonna put this show above WandaVision, but I do have a full video coming out next week, and I'm also gonna be going live tomorrow night talking all things Falcon Winter Soldier with my friend. Again, later on today, I'm gonna give you guys my series review of Falcon Winter Soldier with a special guest, so hit that subscribe button and turn notifications on so you don't miss that. Thank you so much for watching. See you next time. Peace.